Hola clase, back again. When last we left off on these directions here, we were copying down the flight information. So now that you got the flight to Mexico City, you're going to do the one back to Rochester here. Now, it should be noted that you may run into a problem where you picked a flight that had more than one stop. If that's the case, you can either add another section here for location 3, or if you prefer, just skip over the middle location and only include the first location and the last location. Either one of those are fine. You don't have to do excessive writing. And unfortunately, if you pick the Spain trip, a lot of times the Spain ones will have 2 stopovers. So if that's the case, go ahead and just use the first and last location for your 2, or you can copy and paste this block one more time so you have an additional spot to do location 3. Now, switch up and do the flight back to Rochester. Again, for the one we were doing, that's simply right below the June 23rd flight. There's the June 30th one coming home from Mexico City to Charlotte. All the same information. Write down the airline, write down the number, all the stuff that we did before. All right, now that we've actually booked flights to get here, we're going to need some place to stay because obviously you can't just stay in a place on the side of the road and just get lucky. You need to have something planned. So what we're going to do is we're going to plan something. So we need a hotel in Mexico City. Great place to go is Google does hotel searches right inside of Google. So if you type in Mexico City Hotel, you should have plenty of options. All right, hotels, Mexico City. What days are we staying? The same ones we already talked about. We are getting there on June 23rd, and we are leaving on June 30th. Done. All right, these are your choices. Again, same idea as before. You can stay wherever you want, whatever price fits you, whatever you think is best for you. Find one that looks really nice. This one here looks pretty cool. All right, this one looks old fashioned. You pick one that you want to do and go ahead and click on the hotel itself. This is where it gets a little more complicated. Depending on what kind of hotel you pick, you will have to look up the information that you need. So, first things first, as I'm picking out my hotel here, I need to know the name of the hotel. So, for this one, it's called the Hotel Casablanca. That's what I'll put in for the name of the hotel. Then I'm going to have to figure out what the price is. Now, keep in mind, I don't want to know just the price per night. I want to know what the price is for everything. So I'm staying for 7 nights. We have to do some math here, but the Hotel Casablanca is $44 a night. So I pull up my calculator and I figure out what 7 times 44 is, and that's where I get my overall price. If you're not so good with that, definitely pull out a calculator and get your information. All right, with the price in hand, I go to the dirección, the address. Find out what the address is for your hotel. So I went to Hotel Casablanca and I have the address right here. In foreign countries, the address looks weird. Just copy it. That's all you need to do is copy the address. Don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about if it looks funny. As long as it's got the city and some numbers and stuff, you got the right place. All right. Spain and Mexico do this a lot different than we do in America. All set. And the distancia del aeropuerto, which means distance from the airport. You need to know that because you're going to have to get a taxi or something to get you from the airport to your hotel. The only way to find this out is to head to Google Maps and find that information. So I'm going to head to Maps, and all I'm going to do is punch in that address that I just copied. And then I'm going to get directions. So I'll click on directions, starting from the Mexico City airport. All right, got it. And it looks like it's about 11.2 kilometers away, depending on which route you take. So that's all the information you need about this Google Maps thing. Is the distance to the airport is 11.2 kilometers, and then the duration of the trip from the airport. So how long is it going to take you? According to the directions we got here, it should be about 18 minutes. All right, so 0 hours, thankfully, and 18 minutes. All right, we're about to move into part 3 where we're going to actually make a Google My Map and find out more. So click on the link to the next one, and I'll see you there.